Hey everybody, this is Tank and Trucker, and I'm gonna do a match with a friend of mine, Space Ace, and we're both in our T110-E5s. And everybody knows that, well, says that this is like way overpowered, needs to be nerfed, and I really got to disagree. And you'll see that I do bounce several rounds that hit me, but it's also in the weaker areas of the tank. If you know where the weak spots are on the thing, it's not really that hard to penetrate it. If you're shooting at the upper plate or the cupola, yeah, you're going to bounce. But if you shoot to the left of, let's say, the left side, you see that little hook right in between the track and the hook. And on the right side, between the hook and the track there, two really weak spots. That whole lower plate you can pretty much pen if you got a good enough size penetrating gun. But personally, I don't think it needs to be nerfed at all. The gun's all right. I mean, it's not doing 700. I mean, it would be different if the gun were doing 600, 550, 600 average damage, and you just couldn't pen the thing up close or far away, and there was no weak. Then it would be a different story. But it does have weak spots. You just got to know where they are. You just got to aim for them, and you'll see at distance I do basically shrug off everything that hits me. Just bounces right off. But when it's up closer and they have a better visible view of the weak spots, they're able to go right through me. But anyway, so Space Ace and I were pushing the city here. We got up here, weren't lighting anything up, seeing anything, so we decided we're going to push right through. We see the ST1 or STI. Not really sure if it's STI or ST1, whatever. I'm just going to call it STI. So we seen him, figured we're going to get rid of him, try and clear the city out of any bad guys. Yeah, and you heard that. I bounced off him already. And don't waste your rounds on the turret of that thing. It's got a wicked turret. So you want to shoot the lower plate. I mean, even when I'm on his side, you'll see I take shots at his lower. I don't even waste or trying to shoot him in the turret, even on the side, because it's just got wicked turret armor. So Scorpion just hit me, and you'll see, or maybe you won't. I can barely see it. It's right between the two, like they're called blackout lights, and the headlights, half a C shape, half an O there, and right dead center you see that little blue mark. That's where that Scorpion had shot me, and that's exactly why he bounced. He hit the upper plate. So, yeah. Anyways, so I was going to actually start pushing to the far right, keep going to the east up the 9 line, get up to around the A9, and then Space Ace and I figured, well, let's not go up there. They've got a lot of tank destroyers and artillery, and we'd be running right into them. So we decided to push right up the center road here. And you can see all their heavies went on the 1-2 line, which that's just always a bad idea if you're on the other side. If you can control the city, you've got a really good chance of winning this match, because then you can do exactly what we do, and we're coming up to assist them, so we're getting shots from the very front of them, and we'll be getting shots from the side of them here. And again, here in a minute, I'll start getting hit by a couple tank destroyers that are sitting in the back, like the 704, and I think another Scorpion, and I do bounce those too. And, I'll try and pause it so you can see when I get hit there, why it bounced is because they're hitting me in, really good, thickly armored areas. Okay, so I just took a shot from the M48 Patton, and you can see right there, he almost hit the weak spot. It's like, oh my gosh, right? Barely see it. On the right track, in between that hook and the track itself, you can see that blue mark right there. That's where he hit me. If he would have hit a little bit lower and to the left, he probably would have penetrated me. So I bounced that round. I just took a round from the Rematel Scorpion there, and that one bounced. You can see it hit right there on the lower portion of the turret. So they're just, at that distance, they're not going to have a chance of hitting the weak spots. It's too hard. So I'll be able to bounce all day long. But you'll see when I get up close, they are actually able to pen me pretty easy. I get penned by one of the Scorpions, and the 704 pens me a couple times. So You know, they're not unkillable. You just got to know where to shoot it. Or in the case of one of the shots that I take from 704, he just waited till I started pulling forward. I started going down a little bit of a hill, and basically my front was like a big flat, straight-on pancake, and he was able to pen me no problem that way. That's why I really like this mod, or having my mods on, because now you can see exactly where they're hitting you, which helps me go, God, why did he pen me, or why didn't he pen me, or why didn't I, because I can see where I penned or didn't pen them. And it makes it kind of nice. Here I was going to try and land on top of this IS-7. Well, it didn't work out too well for me. I ended up knocking my track off, and I took 128 damage, and I only damaged him for 62. I shot him and bounced, so yeah, that didn't work out the way I was hoping. But so far, it's the only damage I've taken is 128, and it was from my own screw up. Anyways, you can see that we're starting to get up into their base here, and you'll start seeing tank destroyers light up like Christmas trees. I've been making a real conscious effort to use basically standard rounds. I always shoot a premium round right off the bat, but I've been trying to make a very conscious effort to let's say I think I tried to take, yeah, that was kind of a stupid shot on my part. I shouldn't have wasted the shell. No way I was gonna hit him. But I've been trying to make a real, there, I just bounced the 704 around. Let me see once I get out in the open here. So that round hit me right there on the side of the turret. But what I was saying is I'm trying to make a very conscious effort to make sure I go back to standard rounds. For one, that way I don't have to listen to people bitch. Oh, you gold slinger, you're a noob, you don't know where to shoot, so all you shoot is gold. Basically, I always load a gold round right off the bat for my first round. But after that, I try and make sure I hit the one key. For one, you know, you save money, and two, with a lot of tanks, it's overkill when you're shooting premium rounds. Because, I mean, standard round on this does 200 and, was it 30? No, 45. It's not going to show me. That's weird. Usually it'll, this is the actual battle, but it's just not letting me see. Anyways, it's got enough pen with the standard rounds to go through pretty much anything. Now, if there were a Moss or an E100, yeah, I'd start loading some heat rounds, but, you know, like M48 Patton, 1390. 704's got decent armor now that they upgraded to the HD model. And I think I bounced another round here coming up in a second. What I should have done, there, I just bounced another round from the 704 again. So they're already just got taken out. I'm seeing this Rheinmetall T110 Scorpion. So I know he's going to be right up here. And this guy actually pens me when I come over the hill. You'll see me aiming in on the bat chat. Yes, watch this. Beautiful shot. And it bounced. Okay, so he just penned me really well. Hard to see it. You can actually see the red mark. It went underneath, like underneath the gun mantle. It probably actually hit right there. You see that red blob and bounced up and penned on the underneath part of the turret. But, yeah, he was able to pen me there. And I screw up here. I should have just rammed him after I shoot him, and I should have saved a shell. Because I hit him, I left him with 15 hit points. He shoots at me and bounces. And here I should have just rammed him. But I shot him. Don't know why. And then got the 704. Yep, my round completely donked and hit the dirt. So he see me in the 704 has tremendously good penetration, but you'll see that big green blob. That's exactly where he hit me and penned me. So I don't know if it actually kind of went through the flatter part or if it went underneath. But yeah, he was able to pen me right there pretty easy. A lot of people do say you shoot right where those, they call them headlights, are. A lot of times they say you'll pen there, but I never have any luck anywhere on that upper plate, so I don't even risk it. I just shoot at the lower plate. But anyways, yeah, so I missed him and hit the dirt. He actually shoots me again and bounces again. So he bounced another one. Let's see if I can find out where that one hit. I think it's this one right here. After you get hit so many times, they disappear and reappear when somebody else hits you. I think it's actually this blue one right here by the other, on the right side, just below the AKA headlight. It's actually your blackout lights. But anyway, so this guy's about ready to die, and I think I actually finish him off. But you can see we're getting capped by a 1390. And my buddy Space Ace, he's on the cap saying, "Idiots, get over here, because we're gonna lose." I mean, the 1390's capping us out, and we've got them beat. You know, what, 7 tanks, 8 tanks, whatever, to 1. Our 4502B is trying his hardest to get back to reset cap, but I'm like, okay, I'm making a beeline. I didn't hurt my tank, which I was actually kind of surprised, but I was doing what I could to get on this cap as quick as I possibly could, because there was still a chance once 3 of us got on there we could out-cap them, but I don't know if the VK got a hit and it reset it, or if the 1390 got off cap when he saw him, probably crapped his pants and said, "I'm getting out of here," but the 4502 ends up taking him out anyways. So, yeah, we end up winning this match. And again, you could see, you know, it did bounce several rounds, but it is pennable. You just got to know where to shoot it. If you shoot in the upper cupola right there, commander's hatch, gunner's hatch, whatever you want to call it, you want to try and hit it. I believe it's on the lower portion of where that like little smiley face is. If you hit it on the lower part, you'll pen it. The upper part's pretty hard to pen. And then again, on the left side of where that hook is, and on the right side of where that hook is, in between the track and the hooks. And it looks like, you know, there's some other weak areas. Definitely, you know, if you get the side or rear of one of these, they're done. I mean, the armor on the side and rear is trash, but the front is really good. But I've got to disagree. It's not overpowered. The guns, I mean, you saw me bounce off a Pat Chat, bounced off the 704, bounced off the IS-7, so the gun's definitely not overpowered. The gun's perfect. The armor's great. It's got good armor. The HD model made it a little bit better. They toughened up a few of the weak areas. It used to be you could get hauled down and people would pen that commander's cupola all day long, and you know, it was just like, well, why go haul down? It's, you know, American tanks are known for their frontal hull armor and their turret armor, and you know, they got that big weak spot sticking up there like a tumor. It's just like, so, you know, they toughen it up, and now everybody's complaining that it's unkillable. And, you know, I had 794 hit points left, and Space Ace had 170, so, you know, they're not unkillable. Just got to know where to shoot it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, hit it anyways, because I'm just a super kind of guy. And this is Tank and Trucker, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and you guys be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.